What's going on, my Sith friends? Darth Kimchi here. Welcome to the show. So I want to put out something on how to mod Vader properly in 2021. Alright, let's get it. So I started this because I had a Sith Eternal 3v3 go terribly wrong. Check out a video I have on it. It's a Sith Eternal fail. He just kept resisted. So much resisting that I have nightmares over resisting. So I commented on Arnold's video if I could look at his mods. He gave me his GG account to look at. Thanks, Arnold, that was cool. He has a potency cross. I didn't. I had offense. So let's get into that and help you mod your Vader properly. First, we'll talk about Vader for a little bit. He is amazing. When I first came into the game, he was terrible. You know, you got him through game progression. Ever since he got merciless, he is now so OP. In early Grand Arena, my boy Darth is soloing with Vader. You know, as soon as you get Vader, if you mod him properly, he is super viable. So first, let's take a look at his stats. So health, protection, defense, tenacity. What I'm using Vader for, I don't care about any of that. My Vader's going to take you out in less than a minute. And since I run with Moff Gideon and Thrawn for my speed, I don't really need him very fast right now for what I'm using him for. So my speed's at 245. Disgusting. Arnold's is at like 288. Now he does get speed boosts from Empire and Sith. We'll get into that. So 245 is okay for what I'm using for now. Critical damage. It's got to be crit damage over offense. You know, with the algorithm of how it's going to hit harder with crit damage, and you only get one big hit, it's got to be crit, and it's got to crit hard. Potency, you see that 93%. So we're going to talk about that for a little bit. I had my Vader at 68% potency. I would run him with Bastila Shan Fallen, and she gives him 50% potency, so I didn't really care about it, but I came across Sith Eternal. And resisting gives me nightmares. So his potency has got to be higher than definitely 69%. So I would say no less than 80, but I'm going to try 93, and I'll let y'all know if I have to go any higher. So if Arnold can do it with 99%, I should be able to do it with 93%. I'm hoping that's the case. So like I said, tenacity, who cares? Physical offense. So with the algorithm of how hard crit damage hits, with all the debuffs and the buffs from his lead, from Merciless giving him another 50% offense, so it's gonna hit really hard. So really get this as high as you can, but you want to focus on critical chance and potency. My crit chance at 103%. That's the only thing I'm beating Arnold in, because the secondaries that I have that we'll talk about in my mods are really good. 103% potency. My Vader crits hard all the time. Even on Force Crush, he hits really hard. So to let you know, I think I have a pretty well modded Vader. I have TikToks where I have Vader hitting for over 2 million damage in Squad Arena. Now, of course, you gotta have the right debuffs, but he hits really hard. I can have him crit for 1 million damage with barely half of what I had on the video with 2 million. So let's take a look at mods, and then we'll go into his abilities. All right, we'll start with the top square. All right, so what do you want to have on Vader? For him to be end game, like God tier, he's got to have speed, crit chance, offense, potency. You see, it's all there. That's an amazing mod. It even has really good speed. I'm hoping if I uproll this, I get that speed. Please, Capital Games, give me some speed. All right, let's go down. So the gold here, once again, offense, crit chance, potency, speed. It is taking me forever to farm these mods. You know, you want to have these God tier Vader, you know, like Arnold and me, you know, you got to have those correct secondaries. Look at the crit chance, look at the offense, the speed, the potency. This is amazing to me. I love this mod. All right, let's go down to the circle. Okay, so you want to have protection or health, whatever you have better secondaries in. Like I said, I don't care about protection or health. I want those secondaries to be correct. So of course, crit chance, offense. It doesn't have potency. It does have speed. So this is, to me, is probably not an end game mod. I would actually sacrifice crit chance for more potency. I definitely want to have an offense percentage here. I would take another offense, potency, and speed. I would sacrifice that 8% crit chance for more potency. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. All right, let's take a look at the cross. This is the biggest change that I made. Like I said, I had an offense cross here, and it just was just not working. So I leveled this mod up just because it's on Vader, and I don't know why I do it, but I shouldn't have, because I was trying to get that speed to up roll. So 9 speed is where it was at 15, like when you level it up to 15, and then getting it to this gold, it never moved. I did get offense maxed out, I did get crit chance, but I wanted more speed. So I would probably get rid of this in the future. Okay, let's take a look at the triangle. You've got to have crit damage. You know, people think I have crit chance with how high my crit chance is, but no, you have to have crit damage with how hard Vader hits, and you want him to be in game. It's got to be crit damage. But look at the secondaries. It does have offense, almost 5%. It has 7% crit chance, but once again, the speed is just hot garbage. Now that defense, like I said, I don't care about that. I wish it would be potency. So I'm looking for that offense, crit chance, potency, speed. So this is definitely not end game for me either, even though it is a pretty good mod. Let's go to the arrow. So maxed out speed, of course. This has got to be speed. I've seen Vaders with, this is not even a speed mod. It has to be speed. Look at the secondaries. Potency, offense, crit chance. 9% crit chance, another 5% offense. It's got more potency. Very good mod. You know, you have to be very specific with these mods. It takes a while, but that's the mod look there. We'll go over some abilities. So like I said, top meta report has them modded for crit damage, crit chance. So Arnold and I, you have to be definitely just crit damage, crit chance. You're gonna hit really hard. We're gonna go over some of the abilities. So terrifying swing. You know, when you have an 80% chance to do an ability block, you gotta have some potency behind that. We'll talk about force crush. So you've got to get those dots to land. That's the key with Sith Eternal. You know, if you have 10 dots, you can throw that cooling blade and win the match. But I couldn't even land more than 4. It was ridiculous. Okay. Merciless Massacre. He gets plus 50% offense. He gets critical chance, critical damage. He's gonna hit really, really hard. Okay. That cooling blade. The best thing about it, it can't be evaded. You got to get enough debuffs, and once you throw these things, that's what we talk about: crit damage, crit chance. Okay. No escape. He will get speed from who's in the battle with him. So one thing I'll go ahead and talk about here is he gets 8 speed for each of the following: Empire, Sith, Jedi enemy, Rebel enemy. So that means for himself, he gets an extra 16 speed. And that's why people run him with Emperor Palpatine. So just for them two, he gets plus 32 speed. All right. Let's see, what else should we go over? Now, of course, his ship is amazing as well. So I hope this video is helpful. I want to make sure you're modding Vader correctly. You're not farming other mods that are not really good for him. Like I said, potency on the cross for sure, critical damage triangle. He needs 4 things and 4 things only: speed, crit chance, potency, offense. That's it. Alright guys, I hope that was helpful. Darth Vader, do the spin. It's time to get out of here. Until next time, Darth Kimchi signing out.